In a previous video, we talked about checking to see if an ordered pair was a solution. Now we're going to do something a little bit different, but somewhat related. We're going to complete an ordered pair so that it is definitely a solution. So, problem number one, it says complete each ordered pair so that it is a solution. First, I have the equation x minus 4y is equal to -2. Now, the first problem that I'm supposed to complete has nothing in the place of x, but it has a 1 in the place of y. I'm supposed to fill this in. So, I will leave the x minus 4 times, and I'll plug in the 1 that they gave me for y. Remember, that's a y. Is equal to -2. So I have an equation to solve. X, 4 times 1 is 4. That equals -2. Now add 4 to both sides. X is equal to -2 and positive 4 gives me 2. When y is 1, x turns out to be 2. Now, the ordered pair, 2 as x, 1 as y, is a solution. I made sure that happened. Now we get to do it again. The second ordered pair is 14, comma, and then they don't tell me what the y should be. So I'm given an x, and I'm looking for a y. I still have x minus 4y is equal to -2. In the place of x, I put 14. Minus 4y is equal to -2. Now I have an equation that, based on my experience, I should be able to solve. I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. That gives me -4y is equal to -16. Divide by -4, divide by -4, y is 4. When x is 14, and y is now, I figured out 4, I have a solution. Remember that this linear equation has an infinite number of ordered pairs. But it's hard to just look at it and guess. Now, I didn't have any trouble when I looked at x plus y equals 5. And I knew that 1 and 4 and 2 and 3, those were all solutions. I can't guess this one very well. But if you give me one number to plug in for a variable, I can calculate the other one. So that's what we're going to be practicing. This time I'm going to do the same thing in number 2, but the format's a little bit different. They have what's called a table. I like to call it a T-chart. I've got 3 problems to do here. My equation is y equals -3x. My first ordered pair, I'm given x is 0. Which means I need to find the y that goes with x is 0. So I'm going to plug it in. Y is equal to -3 times 0. Y is equal to 0. When x was 0 and I plugged it in, I found out through my algebra that y was 0 also. Next one. My goodness. My hand keeps resting on certain things on my computer screen. I'm sorry about that. I have y is equal to -3x. X is 1. All right, I'm going to plug that in the place of x, and I have y is equal to -3 times 1. That means y is equal to -3. When x is 1, y is -3. Last one. This time, you notice that the number I'm given is in the y column. Y is equal to -3x, and they're giving me y is 6. So the 6 goes in the place of y. 6 is equal to -3x. To solve for x, I need to divide by -3, and I get -2 is x. If anytime you have a linear equation with x's and y's, if you're given one of the variables, you should be able to solve for the other one. So this one is -2. 2. Okay, now this last one, number 4, I'm still going to complete my table of ordered pairs that are solutions, but then I'm going to take the time to plot those 3 points on a coordinate plane. All right, so I have 2 things to do. First, let's fill in the chart. I have x is equal to negative 2y. The first thing I'm given is y is 4. Okay, so x is equal to negative 2 times 4, plugging that in, x is equal to negative 8. Finish the first one. Next, same equation, x is equal to negative 2y, that's given in the instructions, and because it's in this table, I know y is, I know y is 0. So x is equal to negative 2 times 0. X is equal to 0. All right. The last one, I still have x is equal to negative 2y, but in the chart you can see that I've given x is 4. So I'll plug it in for 4. 4 is equal to negative 2y. Divide by negative 2. Negative 2 is y. Once you fill in the chart, you'll ask MATLAB to check it for you, and it will say you're right or you're wrong. If you're right, then it will go on to say choose the correct graph. Well, let's see. Negative 8, 4. If I were going to graph that, this is counting, these are very tiny, I know. Negative 8, positive 4 would be up. So negative 8 up 4, it can't be this one. Negative 8 up 4, it's not there. Negative 8 up 4, it is there. Negative 8, 4, it's not there. Let's make sure the other points are on this graph as well. The next point is 0, 0. That's a name for the origin. Yes, there's a point. The last one is 4, negative 2. From the origin, 4 to the right, negative 2 is down, there it is. Choice C has all 3 of those solutions. Now here's something I hope you observe. Those were 3 of the infinite number of solutions for this equation. Do you notice that they form a linear pattern? The solutions to an equation like this always form a linear pattern, and that's what we're going to be doing in our next lesson.